Morning guys. Now it is a very chilly Monday. I'm just going to go to the doctors now. I've just dropped the kids off and I'm going to go to the doctors because they tried to take my stitches out on Friday. Not the doctors, the Healthy Living Centre, not the actual hospital that I had the operation either. But yeah, anyway, they tried to take the stitches out and they couldn't. They said they were too tight and that I should Vaseline them and hopefully it will loosen the knots. I've been doing that all weekend with absolutely no joy, and they're rubbing against my clothes and it's so uncomfortable. So I'm going to pop to the doctors this morning and see if I can't see a nurse that can just try and get them out. So yeah, I'm going to do that and I'll catch up with you a bit later. I can barely talk, it's that cold. So I'm just back from the doctors, so I spoke to the receptionist and asked to see a nurse about getting my stitches out, and they said they're not allowed. You have to go back to the wound clinic. Their staff doesn't do that anymore. So I'm trying to get through to the wound clinic and I've been ringing them and they're engaged. So I'm going to sit down, have a nice cup of coffee and then try and get through to this wound clinic. My hopes aren't high because I've already been there once and they couldn't get them out. But we'll see. I'll let you know how I get on. So I managed to get through to the wound clinic and they've booked me in for an appointment on Wednesday. So yay. Wish me luck for Wednesday that they can get these stitches out. I have some footage from the weekend because obviously if you're on my Instagram you would have seen that we bought a new tree. Yay! I bought a tree. I bought a October Glory 5 years ago and she's a maple tree and she's meant to go red. I've had her for 5 years and that tree has never had a red leaf on her head, bless her little soul. So she had to go. She got adopted out. I'm quite sensitive when it comes to trees and things like that. I am crazy. So I didn't want to just get rid of her. But the whole point of me wanting a tree in my garden was so that I could have autumn colour. I'm sorry if you can hear Pixie snoring in the background. She's in deep sleep. So yeah, I really wanted a beautiful autumn colouring tree. I ordered Mavis online. She was quite expensive as well. She wasn't cheap. And she was the size of like that. She was the size of my finger. She was a tiny little twig. And I kept her in a pot for a while until we sorted the back of the garden. And I always thought, perhaps she hasn't gone red because she's pot bound. Maybe once I get her in the ground and she gets a bit bigger, that she'll go red. Her leaves will change colour. So a year ago, 18 months ago, we put her in the ground. I think it was actually this time of the year, so it may have been a year ago, it may have been 2 years ago. You know how time just flies. But it was definitely this time of year. I put her in the ground and then, yeah, she never went red, never. I phoned up the company which I ordered her from and said, listen, she's meant to go red, she doesn't. They said she needed a cold shock, it's because we've had a mild autumn. Really? So I said on the phone, I was like, what am I meant to do? Get an ice cube and run it up and down her trunk to make her get a cold shock? And she was laughing. She's like, yeah, but it's a lovely tree still. And I was just like, yeah, it's just a lovely tree, but it's just not what I wanted. I want autumn colour. So my friend took her from me, so I was more than happy for Danny to dig her up and drop her off. So at the weekend we went tree hunting. So we ended up in 4 garden centres and I've got some wonderful Christmassy footage of the garden centres and Ollie looking at all the garden and the Christmassy bits. That's so lovely, and I will throw that in. We ended up in Sittingbourne, which is miles from us, but it's a proper nursery. Because my thought now was, I don't want to order another tree online and not know what I'm getting. I want to pick my tree. I want to see the tree I'm getting. I want to make sure the leaves, because now obviously the leaves are the colours that they should be. So I was just thinking, if I get a tree now, I can see the leaves and I'll know the autumn colour. So that's what I did. I've named her Blossom because she's a blossom tree. She's a cherry tree, but she's a sterile cherry tree, so she won't bear fruit. Danny was getting a bit excited, like, let's get a fruit tree, let's get a fruit tree. It's like, we did look at them. I did look at the cherry trees, but the cherry tree leaves weren't the reddy, orangey, autumny colours. They were brown and green. And I was like, may as well keep Mavis. But yeah, Danny did want a cherry tree. He had visions of me making cherry pies and cherry crumbles and things like that. He was happy about that, but no. It's got a beautiful blossom tree that will have beautiful pink blossom in the spring and lovely autumn colours in the autumn. So yeah, I'm going to throw in some footage when we went to the garden centres, and also some of Ollie trying to dig a hole, dig Mavis out of the ground. So enjoy that footage, it's coming up. Ollie, look at the lights. Ollie, come and see the lights. So pretty. Ollie, come see the lights.
Christmas and
Yeah, look. Do you like it? It looks really good, doesn't it? Don't touch. Don't touch. It's brilliant, isn't it? Look, Ollie loves it, look.
Your characters.
I know. Oh, they're so sweet. Look at that.
Your fairyland, that garden.
Yeah. We have an internal one, didn't I? An indoor one. Do you like the fish? Don't touch it, they'll scare them.
oh, different types. One more soup.
Yeah. Ollie, come and see the fish over here, look. Don't touch.
Why do you have?
Ollie, who's this up here, look? Who's that fish up there? You can't see him. Who's that fish?
I want in a field.
The one in the film. Is it Dory?
Oh, another eye.
See if you can find Nemo. Come and see if you can find Nemo.
We found Dory again.
You found another Dory?
Yeah.
You found Dory?
Yeah.
Let's find Nemo.
I found Nemo.
You found Nemo?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you found Nemo. Mummy likes your song. Don't dig a hole there, baby.
Oh,
Where are we digging a hole?
I don't know.
We're going to dig a hole for the tree.
Digging then. Do you want to help him? He's got a shovel over there. Right, you go on this side. That's fine. That size line.
Good
Yeah,
boy,
no worries.
Ollie.
One, two, step.
So I just thought I'd share this garland that I picked up. I picked it up from John Lewis. It was originally £30, but it's on offer for 15 in the sale. Isn't that a pretty autumn coloured garland? And it's so big as well. The only issue with it is a lot of the colour is coming off. I'm not sure if I should return it because of that. When I pulled it out, a lot of the little bits of the these like polystyrene, they was all like just popping off, and the colour's going on a lot of them. Danny reckons I should keep it because he said, you know, for 15 quid it's absolutely stunning. But you'd think from John Lewis that the quality would just be that little bit better, because I mean, look at that. But it is really pretty. It's really, really pretty. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that. Oh, I also picked up some wooden spoons, because someone suggested that if you use wooden spoons in honey, it stops the honey from crystallising, and it's the metal that makes the honey crystallise. So I picked up some wooden spoons for my honey. So yes, they've picked up them as well. I'm not sure what I'm going to do today. I'm feeling really positive. I'm feeling really like I want to get stuff done. I want to do some cleaning, because obviously Danny, bless him, he done his best. He did a load of washing every day, and he did the dishwasher every day, and he hoovered the rug every day, you know, like I normally do. But there's just other bits that that just need a good old scrub out. So we'll see how much energy I have, and we'll see what I can get done today. So I finished polishing, hoovering and cleaning up the kitchen, and I'm done, literally. I can't do no more. My tummy's starting to hurt and stuff like that. So it's now at 12 o'clock. So I'm really doing well at having lunch lately. So I'm going to make myself something to eat, which I really like. I really want to. I'm not ready for breakfast yet, but lunch, dinner, and that should be it, rather than dinner and supper. Because eating late at night is not good for you, right? And I genuinely eat dinner and supper rather than eating in the day. I really want to get out of that. See my little lolly in the background. So yeah, let me show you what I'm making for lunch today. So I've got a wrap, just a brown wrap. I'm going to stick it in the microwave for a couple of minutes so it's nice and soft. And then I'm going to have some chorizo and some egg and some mushroom. Scramble it all up together so it's like a messy omelette. Hey guys, so I got bored, so I decided to come out in the porch and give that a clean, and something's happening. I live on quite a busy road, so you can probably hear the traffic. So yeah, in the porch, you can just see it. This time of the year, and we get like condensation, and then mould comes. So I've got this, and I'm just treating it with this Sillet Bang mould cleaner, and I just wash down the walls, and I'm setting up my little rad. I'm putting it on a timer, that way it keeps this, because there's no central heating in here, which really we probably should have put it in, and you know, it is what it is. But I find that if I put this little rad on a timer, it kind of stops the mould from coming, but obviously I haven't yet put it on, so there was, you know, there was a little bit of moisture in here and some mould that needed cleaning up. So this stuff is so good for that. So I've just washed down the walls, and also I've just discovered on my flooring, here's my flooring, out here is when we was crate training Pixie, her crate was in here, her cage. Obviously she doesn't need it now because she's bigger, but when she was a puppy, and with the metal being on the floor, it created rust marks, and I've tried everything to get it up. So do you know what I did? I sprayed some of that mould cleaner on the floor. Hold on, let me spin you around. Yeah, you can't even see it because I've now cleared it up, but I sprayed some of that mould cleaner, and I just got a scourer and I just been scratching it with my foot, and it's only pulled up all the rust. I can't even show you it because it's literally all gone. So if you've got rust stains on your tile flooring, definitely give this a try. I'm so shocked. I tried my magic of the vinegar and the washing up liquid. It never got rid of it. So I didn't want to mop because obviously my tummy's quite sensitive, but I thought, you know, a gentle scratch with my foot would give the tiles a bit of a clean up. And yeah, brilliant. So I just wanted to add, in case I get any comments, because obviously I said we crate trained Pixie, and I don't want anyone thinking, oh my gosh, you're so cruel. We only crate trained her, like put her in a cage, like when she was a puppy, and also we only put her in her crate when we went to bed or when we went out. Like, we didn't want her having accidents all over the house when she was little. And she's a really good girl. She never has accidents now. Let me show you her now. And here's Pixie Lulu in her bed. So she quite clearly is not a pooch that is ill-treated. I mean, look at that little sofa. Hello, Pix. Nope, she's Sando. Yep, she's Sando in there. Yeah, so I just wanted to add that. She is well taken care of, but yes, we did crate train her when she was a puppy. And if you've had puppies, you know what it can be like. We spend a lot of money doing up our house and having it nice, and we didn't want unnecessary accidents. Introduce Blossom, Danny.
This is Blossom.
My subscribers want to see more Danny. They love Danny. They love Danny's 50 Shades of Pizza. Describe the tree.
Sticky.
Sticky. I'm all happy that we've got Blossom into the ground. Pixie's over there breathing away. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.